The year was 2042. Everything began subtly. At first no one noticed. Only a few scientists heard a faint hum in the radio waves. This hum became more pronounced over time. A faint hum, difficult to hear, vibrated in the radio waves. This sound seemed to come from the depths of space. Scientists began working to find the source of this hum. It danced at the edge of human perception. This sound seemed to carry a message. However, no one could understand what this message was. Scientists began to investigate whether this hum had any meaning. Scientists dismissed it as atmospheric interference, a peculiarity of the ionosphere. However, some thought this sound might have a deeper meaning. This thought started a big debate in the scientific world. But the sound continued. It grew stronger. Now everyone could hear this hum. This sound was like a warning. People began to wonder what this sound meant. Then came the whispers, garbled, fragmented, but undeniably there. These whispers seemed to carry a message. However, no one could understand what this message was. People began working to find the source of these whispers. Sounds carried in the wind spoke in unknown languages. These sounds seemed to come from another world. People began to wonder what these sounds meant. These sounds were frightening people. Fear entered people's hearts. This was not a natural phenomenon. The world held its breath. Everyone wondered what these sounds meant. These sounds were unsettling people. Faced with an unprecedented threat, governments sought solutions. An international collaboration was launched to find the source of these sounds. Governments began working to figure out what these sounds meant. The Cosmic Intervention Committee, or CIC, was established. This committee began working to find the source of these sounds. Scientists began working to figure out what these sounds meant. The best minds in astrophysics, linguistics, and cryptography were brought together. These scientists began working to figure out what these sounds meant. A great effort was made to find the source of these sounds, their mission to decipher the strange broadcasts and solve the mystery of the whispers from above. This mission required great responsibility. Scientists made a great effort to figure out what these sounds meant. The fate of humanity hung by a thread. The world watched and waited. Everyone wondered what these sounds meant. These sounds were unsettling people. Hope and fear intertwined, creating a palpable tension that spread across the world. This tension was unsettling people. Everyone wondered what these sounds meant. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, a constant reminder of the unknown lurking beyond the stars. The countdown had begun. People wondered what this countdown meant. This countdown was unsettling people. The CIC worked day and night. Weeks turned into months. The pressure was immense. Everyone carried a heavy burden on their shoulders. The project was important enough to determine the fate of humanity. Everyone's eyes were on deciphering this mysterious message. The whispers held the key to their salvation or their doom. Finally, there was a breakthrough. These whispers were not just rumors, they were pieces of a truth. Dr. Anya Sharma, a young but brilliant linguist, cracked the code. The whispers were not random, it was a message. This message was a warning for humanity. As Dr. Sharma delved deeper into this message, she encountered even more surprising truths. The news created shockwaves around the world. People were trying to understand what this message meant. Everyone had the same question on their minds. What does this message mean for us? Translated from a complex series of mathematical sequences and auditory patterns, the message was chillingly clear. This message contained not only a warning, but also a threat. How would humanity respond to this threat? An alien civilization was approaching Earth. This civilization was technologically far more advanced than us. What were their intentions? Were they peaceful or hostile? Their intentions were far from peaceful. Panic began. People did not know how to develop a defense against this approaching danger. Everyone was trying to ensure their own safety. Some governments favored open communication, hoping to appease the approaching extraterrestrial force. They hoped to find a peaceful solution with this civilization. But how realistic was this solution? Others, driven by fear, prepared for war. The world was divided on the brink of chaos. Instead of uniting against this threat, people were fighting each other. The whispers, once a source of mystery, now broadcast an impending doom. Would this doom bring the end of humanity, or was this just the beginning? But the message was not entirely hopeless. It contained coordinates. These coordinates offered a ray of hope to humanity. Perhaps, thanks to these coordinates, humanity could find a solution to this threat. a star system light years away was marked as the point of origin of the alien fleet, a sign, a warning. This warning gave humanity a chance. This chance would perhaps be humanity's salvation. And within this warning, a small chance, this chance could change the fate of humanity. People had to do their best to seize this opportunity. Time to prepare, to defend, to survive. Humanity had to unite and act together against this challenge. This would be humanity's greatest test. The arrival of the aliens was terrifying. Massive obsidian ships, their hulls shimmering with otherworldly energy, appeared in the sky. Cities worldwide were plunged into darkness as the alien ships blocked out the sun. Then came the attacks. Energy beams capable of reducing entire city blocks to molten slag rained down from the sky. Humanity retaliated with every weapon at its disposal, but our defenses were utterly inadequate against the invaders' advanced technology. Cities fell, millions died. The day the sky fell had become a terrifying reality. The world was plunged into chaos, governments were toppled, communication networks collapsed. The fabric of civilization began to unravel. Yet, even on the brink of annihilation, the human spirit refused to be extinguished. Pockets of resistance formed amidst the wreckage. A desperate struggle for survival had begun. The invasion was swift and brutal. The aliens, later called the Zapti, seemed unstoppable. Their technology was far superior to ours, but their motives remained a mystery. Why would they annihilate a clearly inferior species so completely? When the answer came, it would shake the survivors to their core. Amidst the carnage and despair, a beacon of hope emerged from an unexpected source. This light would be a guide for humanity in dark times. Dr. Amelia Raines, a neuropsychologist studying the effects of alien broadcasts on the human brain, made a startling discovery. This discovery had the potential to change the fate of humanity. The whispers, she theorized, were not just a form of communication, they were a weapon. These whispers were designed to manipulate and control the human mind. Raines discovered that the Zapti had the ability to manipulate human minds. This ability targeted humanity's deepest fears and weaknesses. The whispers were a kind of psychic attack designed to sow fear, confusion, and ultimately surrender. These attacks left people helpless and vulnerable. This revelation sent chills down the spines of the remaining CIC members. They didn't know how to deal with this new threat. Not only our technology, but also our minds were outmatched. Humanity was unprepared for this new enemy, but Raines also discovered a potential defense. This defense could be humanity's salvation. She theorized that the Zapti's psychic influence was linked through a specific neural pathway, one that could be blocked with the right technology. This theory could be humanity's hope. The key lay in understanding the Mind Sphere, a mysterious artifact discovered in a downed Zapti scout ship. This sphere could be the key to humanity's salvation. Raines believed the sphere held the key to fighting back against the mental invasion. This belief empowered her and her team. The race to unlock the secrets of the Mind Sphere had begun. This race would determine the fate of humanity. A desperate gamble, a long shot against a seemingly invincible foe. But this was the only chance humanity had. But it was the only hope humanity had. This hope could be a light to lead them out of the darkness. The survival of the human race, both physically and mentally, rested on Raines' shoulders. Her determination and courage would determine the future of humanity.